lovely people, and welcome to this edition and episode of Spill the Tea. I am Queen Nita, and with me is Mystic Mike. On today's episode, what are we looking at, Mike?
Social media's impact on relationships.
We are going to ask ourselves and have a conversation as to how social media impacts relationships, marriages, family, friends, both either negatively or positively, and if the impact on it does affect our family permanently or temporarily and the people around us.
But as usual, before we get to the main course of the meal, we touch on appetizers, cases that have come up that have pricked our interest. So number one on the plate today is a woman who is expecting her settlement money of $1 million.
Okay.
$1 million in the States.
Okay.
She's a bit, she's fat, and she seems to be a bit disabled.
Hold on. Okay, so in this generation of wokeness,
all right,
please try as much as possible to be
she's
politically
she's
correct.
She's plump. She's heavy booty. She's heavy bodied. All right, and she seems to be disabled. Hence the settlement money.
Okay.
Of $1 million, and she wants some loving. But she's well aware, she's under no illusion, she's not deluded that her market value is quite low. So what she has decided to do is use what she has to get what she wants. So she says, if you are a guy out there and you can share your affections with her, she's ready to offer you a car, a PS5, an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and then other goodies as well. For you to love her, share your affections with her, be intimate with her, and then, but her only condition is be a church-going man, a Christian, a man who fears God, as our people say over here. If you are able to do that, she will give you all these goodies so that she can call you her boyfriend. What do you make of this, Nita?
I think that she's being bold,
exactly,
and she's being honest and frank about who she is and her status. But I think what, for me, if I knew her personally or I had some kind of relationship with her, I would rather advise that she channels that energy into getting a gastro
work on the body.
Yes, I mean, so a gastro sleeve surgery. Okay. She gets to go and have a gastro sleeve surgery. Then she loses the weight,
which is okay.
Please let us be politically correct.
The weight.
Let us be so that you don't have the woke generation, bashing us.
All right.
And giving us a backlash. Okay, so that she gets to
work on the body.
Yes, and
sculpt the body the way she wants it.
Weight. Okay. And in doing so, she will gain her self-confidence back. Okay. And she would be able to even do some activities that she would love to do and all that. And whilst at it, she would get to meet and interact with people. And virtually in the end, I believe that she would actually meet a man who would genuinely want to be with her, love her personality, adores her, wants to be with her for who she is. But at this moment, anybody that comes into her life, out of 99, out of 100, 99 are in there because of what she's offering. Okay. And the 1% that is the 0.000001% out of that 1% would actually intend to be with her genuinely after getting to know her and knowing her personality and who she is. So for me, I think that it is a waste of resources. For lack of a better word, I don't know what other word to use again. So it will be waste of resources, and ultimately, I think she should rather go and get a gastric sleeve.
Well, I would say to what end, Miss in the US, or to what end? The $1 million is not going to stay forever. Those who've made money will tell you that if you are paid $1 million, all the $1 million does not even come to you. especially in the US,
because
where their tax,
there will be,
their tax components are very huge.
Unless maybe the $1 million that she's receiving is after tax.
Okay, if it's after tax, fine. Because if it's pre-tax, then it means you have Uncle Sam is coming for about a quarter of it. So already a quarter, 30,000 is out.
Yes.
So how long this money will finish? Then what happens?
Exactly.
What then happens? Because you were luring them, you were appeasing them, you were buying them.
It's not coming with genuine intentions.
And if you are offering a car, the man will insist you register it in his name.
Exactly.
So that
he can.
Exactly. So if the money gets squandered or exhausted, he just drives the car away.
Yeah.
PS5, iPhone, well, those are things you can buy for a loved one. It's not too outlandish. And I think even she was ready to even buy a house if one decides to, love her and all that. So, Miss, this man is not going to last you 10 years, 20 years. Then what happens? You are coming back to your lonely self, no affection, no one there. So manage the wealth or the money very well. As Nita said, you might want to look into going on a diet, get a nutritionist to manage the weight, because that's the issue. There are even plump women who have loved ones, so even the weight shouldn't be the issue too much, because there are big mamas.
There are men who
even love big mamas.
But you see, if she's disabled, then if she's on disability or she's disabled, then perhaps you see sometimes overweight people are placed or are considered disabled because they are immobile.
They can't even do.
They are immobile and they are unable to function normally, and contribute
to society.
I'm being politically correct. I'm trying to be politically correct so as not to offend this woke thing. So like I was saying, if the person is morbidly obese, okay, and is unable to function and there's no mobility, then the person is considered disabled.
Okay.
I haven't seen, I think I've seen the video, but I have actually not seen the person in full size to know as to whether the disability is injury or is due to
the overweight.
It's due to the fact that she's morbidly overweight and she's immobile. But then I'll again say that with regards to the weight and having access to compensation of $1 million, whether it is pre-tax or post-tax, my advice, that is if she gets to watch this and my advice is that she should go and see a doctor and get to have the gastric sleeve bypass surgery. Then manage to lose her weight, and when her weight is lost and she's managed her diet and everything, she's lost her body weight and all that, of course she'll start exercising and all those things, and with time she would have her form and even her own self-esteem.
The downside to this is if she works on herself, she will not be able to earn any of the settlements again if she becomes functional.
No, but
okay, unless it was injury, the settlement is based on the disability.
That's what I'm saying,
being injury.
Yes,
but if it was just the morbidly being obese,
if even it's morbidly obese, it is disability compensation. So as she's been you are the angle you are coming from is to say that if
she becomes leaner, then she will not be entitled to a compensation again.
You are saying that is she on monthly disability wage?
I don't know, but she said the money was coming.
Yeah, so if it's a compensation for disability and it's work-related injury, right? Then it means that
it will keep coming.
Whatever money, it's a one-off compensation. The money is either meant for surgery or for repairs or for her sustenance. Do you understand? However, if the money is coming from the fact that she's morbidly obese, you get it, she can still use the money to get, because if you're saying that when she loses weight, then she would have lost the right to the compensation if compensation of disability if
that is if it's monthly.
Because,
if it comes monthly.
No, if it's monthly, if it's monthly and she's on disability, the point is if the state knows that she's making an effort to come
live
out
a healthier life.
Exactly, you understand? They would even make provision for her,
so she still can get something.
They'll make provision for her to even go through the program quicker, faster, paid for everything, so that she becomes useful and meaningful and a contributor towards the sustenance of the economy,
so that others can benefit as well.
Exactly.
All right, folks, that's it for a woman who is expecting $1 million and hopes to lure men to share their affections with her. We move on to another issue that came up. Some do not know this, but musician Akwabwa Jr., who recently married, apparently has 3 baby mamas. And that was a shocker that I learned along the way. And when I learned it, I was like, God damn, Akwabwa, come on now. I never knew this. I never saw you in that picture. But then it's even emerged that the wife, apparently, Akwabwa says when he met her and they started engaging, he didn't know. It was much later on that he got to know that the current or the wife now was a virgin. And so people were like, hey, you've deflowered 3 women, birthed to them, and now you're going for a virgin? And Akwabwa apparently clarified that I didn't deflower the other 3 ladies. They had been, they were matured, had been with other partners before he came into their life. So it wasn't he who deflowered them. So my getting a virgin wasn't deliberate. It just happened that this woman that I love and want to share my affections with hadn't been with any man before me. So, hey, Nita, what do you make of this? Father of 3, Akwabwa, now with a married virgin woman.
Why do we always do this to ourselves? See, I always say that, man, if you know that you do not have any intention for a woman beyond sex, make it known. Be honest about it. Make it known.
To the woman?
To the woman.
Okay. If she will agree, she will let you?
Yes, give her the choice to decide whether she wants to be with you in a casual relationship or a situationship as it's put now.
Because women also have needs.
Or not. Do you understand? You do not be with a woman and infer that your intention is that towards commitment. Do you understand? And in the end, it turns out that you didn't have an intention of commitment, but you intended situationship or casual.
Just to eat the coochie.
You get me?
All right.
What is wrong with being honest about it?
It's because you wouldn't get that coochie from some women.
So move on. There are others.
Sometimes you don't want this particular coochie, the flavor of this coochie.
And I also tell women that if a man has not explicitly, either in his deeds or in his words, made you aware or affirmed to you that he intends for you to be the mother of his children, avoid pregnancy as much as possible.
You can tango, but no pregnancy.
Avoid it like a plague as much as possible. Do you get it? Because you see, even men that have been married and divorced, do you understand? And remarried, the way they treat their other children. No, the way they treat their own biological children from their previous marriage, the neglect, the disdain, the mistreatment and all that. If they tell you that that is their biological father, you will never believe it. And if they tell you that those children were born out of marriage, you will never believe it. Do you understand? But he treats the children of the woman he's in his current
the one in favor.
You get it? Even including the woman's own children, that are his stepchildren, he treats them as though they are more human and they matter.
More
than the children from his previous marriages don't matter. Do you get me? So if even a man who was married can treat the children of his marriage, that means, see, this is marriage, not relationship.
It's a transference of anger from the wife.
I don't know, but I'm saying that if a man can treat his own children
what is the source?
Marriage
what's the source
with
of
so much disdain?
What's the source of the disdain?
Me, I always say that no adult whatsoever has any excuse to bring a child into this world and feel disdain towards their child. It is not the child's fault that he or she is born.
It is why I asked if it was transference from
I'm saying
the
that
wife.
Regardless, it is not the child's fault that he or she is born. Do you understand? The child was not there when both of you met each other, were loving each other, got intimate, and do your Chinese and Italian
styles,
and Kama Sutra styles and those things. The child was not there. So regardless of whatever animosity, bitterness, whatever is between the two of you, whatever it is, that child that came out of the union, be it marriage, situationship, relationship, one night stand or whatever, once that child has been born, you owe it to the child to love it, period.
All right. So Akwabua, father of 3, now married to a virgin. I'm sure you've observed your honeymoon rights or your conjugal, you fulfilled your conjugal rights. Because even in marriage, if you don't get intimate, the marriage is not deemed to have been done. So I don't know how come the 3 women, you were able to birth with them, couldn't marry them. I don't know the circumstances. I didn't even know this was a reality.
What is even the guarantee that though the wife is a virgin, the marriage would end till death do we part? There's no guarantee.
So there are no guarantees anywhere.
Oh no.
All right, now we'll wrap it up there.
You get the point.
I get it there. That's what we have time for the appetizer session. We've digested the appetizers. We've masticated it. We're zooming right in on the main course. The meal is getting cold. Myself, Mystic Mike, with Queen Nita, we're gonna delve into the main course. And what is it? The main course is simple enough. Social media. Is it impacting on our relationship for good or bad? Where do you stand, folks? Come on now, let your Twitter handles be buzzing. Spill the Tea podcast series. It is on Spotify, YouTube as well. Do not forget, subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos on all the platforms. So Nita, social media, has it ever played a part in how you conducted your relationship?
No.
All right, why not?
Okay, let me put it this way. I like to have an open, if I say open relationship, I don't mean that polyamorous.
All right, no. you can go around and do your thing.
No, I don't mean polyamorous. Let me be clear on it. I just simply mean that I don't like to have secrets. If I'm in a relationship, then I make it obvious.
Okay.
Right?
To whom? To everyone?
I mean, it's public knowledge. It's not like I go around having a placard or a signage.
You don't play
I'm
gong
in a
gong.
relationship. I have no. But
you're comfortable to let people know this is my man. Okay.
I mean,
you are not discreet because the other day we discussed whether people are hiding their partners or just being discreet. So it's not about hiding your partner. It's not about being discreet. You are very open to show this is my man.
Me. I love public display of affection.
Okay.
I love people.
You can hold hands, you can hug.
I'll kiss.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
Okay.
I love to show affection. Okay. Towards my partner. Okay. And so PDA is not a problem for me at all. And if I am not, first and foremost, if I'm not proud of my partner, I wouldn't be
you with him in the
first place. And being with my partner and PDA is to some people it's marking of territory. No, it's for me to let my partner know that look, I'm proud of you. I love you. I love being with you. Do you understand?
So what do you do if
and it's okay
if you upload a photo say you went to a restaurant to have a meal with your partner, and you just snap a photo or a video and say, hey, the moment, living in the moment. And then somebody can say, oh, yeah, the BRC, and then more beach, and then more restaurant, and then more say, like somebody posts a caustic comment. Or how do you react to this?
But you see, that when I'm having private moments with my partner, not even just my partner, like with close associates, to be very, very quite honest with you, the intention of taking pictures doesn't come.
Oh.
Because it's the moment I'm spending with the person. However, if in between we happen to take pictures or he or she takes pictures, I actually don't post it. It's in my gallery.
What do you share? What do you share with the...
So, what you see me share on my page in terms of pictures and activities are the general activities of socialization. Be it family, be it acquaintance, be it friends or whatever.
So like what? Because if you're not snapping restaurant at the beach, so where are you snapping?
So that's what I'm saying, that if you see pictures, if you see me post pictures, right, with people, maybe my family or my friends or my acquaintances or whatever, when you observe, you realize that the environment is
social.
Yes.
Oh.
So it is
wedding reception.
Yes,
those things.
Yes,
Okay.
It's social.
Okay.
Because it's that moment.
Okay.
But that's
intimate moments are kept private.
Okay, so like I've gone over to my cousin's place and I'm spending the time with him or her. You get it. And maybe we are in bed and we are gossiping about something. You understand? Or I'm watching TV and he comes to sit beside me. You get me? Like I'm home. What's the like he just we take
normal
a drive.
Living, normal life.
Like we take a drive and maybe my shenanigan comes and she's stepping out or she's stepping I'm like, Charlie, I want pizza or whatever, and I become the devil and he goes and gets me pizza and all that. Is that now I'm coming to snap? Hey, you're at Burger King. No, it's family. I mean, it's intimate for me, and I'm in my shenanigans. I'm in my world. I'm enjoying the company of the person I'm with.
Okay, some don't share this view because I have friends on Facebook and all that, and you see they'll share. What we will call intimate moments, but they are game. They share restaurants visits, they'll share cafe visits, they'll share movie nights.
Maybe they are content creators.
No, these are people.
If they are content creators, it's understandable.
No, not just content creators,
but you see, if it's a movie night and I'm at my partner's place, it's movie night, duh. I mean, why? Where do I actually have the time? You
are too busy.
I'm in some sweet heaven.
All right.
So
you are nibbling on things. You are drinking things and nibbling on things.
But you see, that's why I said unless maybe the person is a content creator, because if you are having movie nights with your partner and you are taking pictures to post. In between, how do you manage to?
So let me guess this straight.
So you're having a conversation.
Do you take the visuals for memory's sake? Because these are things you remember 5 years, 10 years. Look up and say, we were here. Dad, do you remember when we were at cozy villa? Because these are things that would you would look on and remember the moments. 10 years ago, we were here. So is it that you don't take the photos at all, or you can take it but you can't share? Which one is it?
So let me ask you a question. What are some of your most memorable moments you've had?
Memorable moments?
Yes.
With anybody or family or what?
Like generally. Some of the most memorable moments you've had that when you think about it, okay, or when you are even talking about it, there's this elation that you feel. What are some of those moments?
Time spent on my national service at Sefi Akotombra, because that was the first time I had left home on my own for almost a year, as it were. So those times and the connections I made with the locals. That's one. Times I spent in the media, in my role as editor and mentoring other student journalists. These are some of the things that easily come to mind.
Are all those moments captured?
Oh, I have visuals.
In visuals.
I have visuals from Sefia Kotomra.
You haven't answered my question. I said, are all those moments?
Not all, but I have visuals from Akotombra, okay. Visual from Ghana Web Newsroom.
Okay, so I'm asking, you have visuals that when you go through, like, oh yeah, Charlie, this day I remember is there.
Yeah.
You get it. Because of course, I'm not saying you don't take pictures, but I'm saying, you come across the picture, you're like, hey Charlie, I remember this day when we were taking this picture, That is there. How about those moments that were not captured in visuals? Be it still or video. That were not captured at all. However, the memory is so engraved.
Okay, there's that as well.
The memory is so engraved in your subconscious that when you reminisce and you are talking about it, you actually feel that you are in that moment and living it.
Okay.
Even though it's like you are reminiscing, you get it, but there's this sense of presence that you feel within you that is inexplicable, as though like Charlie, you are still like you are there, and
you don't have to go far.
You get it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that's what I'm saying, that moments most of the times, right? Moments that are the most memorable, unfortunately, don't get captured.
Anyways, all right. So the impact of social media on marriage, on relationships. So in a relationship, your partner, your wife posts something, as a husband, you see it. How, and you are not enthused about it. How do you go about it? These dynamics of social media and these relations, how do you navigate it?
First and foremost, can we all as human beings come to the understanding that where our liberty ends, another one's liberty begins, right? If you are married, okay, you should be able to know what constitutes boundaries.
Discern.
Not even discern, no. What constitutes boundaries when it comes to your partner? Do you get me? In your family, right? That is where the discernment comes. In your family, you should be able to discern what is appropriate and what is inappropriate to post about my family. Okay? And then when it comes to friends, acquaintances, and all that, work and all other
the dynamics.
Yes. All other relationships and circles. Again, discernment comes in. You should be able to know what constitutes appropriate and inappropriate. Do you understand? Let's cite an example. Let's say I know Dangote at a very personal level, and nobody knows that I privately know Dangote, because you've never seen me.
Photos.
Not just photos, not even photos, but you've never seen
comments.
Me. Not even comments. You've never seen me in the same social space. Okay, with Dangote, say events, parties, whatever. You've never seen me in such gatherings before. However, I do have a very private relationship with him. Okay. In that, I get to go to his house, sit with him, have a drink, have a meal, you get it. I can walk into his house at any time without appointment or whatever, right? Okay. Then here I am, right, in that part of his inner circle, okay, and boys are drinking, right, lighting cigar, they are in their swim shorts. Their top is
topless.
They are topless. Do you get it? Those that have their side chicks around. You get me? They are chilling and all that. Maybe I'm just chucking my somewhere because as for me, dear, I'm just one of the group. You get it? And I'm the least that I don't even have money. I'm just tagging along them like a little sister. They are dragging along. You get? And I'm just chucking there, and we are all drinking, eating. Do you honestly think I will take pictures of such an event?
To jeopardize such access.
That is where the discerning comes. I will never. It is rather the girls who would be taking pictures and wants to be seen that, hey, they are this party. Me, I will not take pictures because that is the person's inner circle.
So it pays to know your circumstance.
Yes, I mean you should know what is appropriate for public consumption and what is not appropriate for public consumption. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Me, I'm more of a writer, so I tend to express my grievances and my thoughts through writings. Worst case scenario, if I write something that is inappropriate, they say internet doesn't
forget.
Internet doesn't forget, but the thing is, last, I can delete the write-up.
All those screenshots might be taken.
Yes, but I can delete the write-up. Do you understand? However,
or apologize for it.
However, for pictures, no matter what, even if you delete it, no matter what, it will still be there. But for write-ups, see, there are people that have made posts 1,000 years ago, and in the woke movement, they went to pick it up. But even that, it was screenshots and blah 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 blah. You get me? When the people ended up deleting the posts eventually, right? Even the screenshots that got circulated and ended. The write-ups ended up not being circulated again. Do you get the point I'm making? But for pictures, dear Charlie, they even have pictures of people pictures that were taken in 1930 something. Can you imagine? Those pictures still exist.
All right, folks, that's just about it on this edition of Spill the Tea podcast series with my good self, Mystic Mike, and
Queen Nita.
All right, we hope you enjoyed this session, and until our paths meet again, it's bye-bye for now.